How we doing, everybody? Landon Huffman here, back with another race shop video. I'm going to show you guys the damage to Deuce. It's been about a week since, oh, it got a little dark there. It's been about a week since we had the crash at Tri-County. So I'm going to show you guys an update on everything it tore up. We've got it basically completely stripped down. My dad is in there, porta power in the rear clip out in typical Huffman racing fashion because we're broke and can't afford to put one on it. So I'll show you guys that, kind of talk a little bit about why we felt like it was the right decision to do that. Money obviously a factor, but some other factors too. So we'll show you that, and then talk about the plans for this weekend. Obviously Wilkesboro got rained out this past week in the Cars Tour, and we've got Tri-County Motor Speedway this weekend in the Cars Tour. So I'm gonna talk about that, give you an update around the shop, and I'm gonna get these shocks ran on the machine here and get our loads right. And we'll go from there. So thank you guys for being here. Thanks for clicking on the video. We've also got the Diecast giveaway in this video, so pay attention. Oh, Mark.
What?
Did you steal our drop cord that this was hooked to?
Probably. No, I did not.
Oh, okay, because it's not working either. Let me see if it's plugged in.
Here's the drop cord.
Well, the trailer is not plugged in. I found the problem. Simple problem and solution. Let me get it here. There she blows. All right, I gotta get my notebook, but essentially all I'm doing is checking our loads now that we've been on the scales. We're trying some different stuff with Coco, so I gotta get all that wrote down so I kind of know where I'm at. Deuce is a big spring car, so I don't have to use that spring rater at all, and that's been all new to me this year, is having to use a spring rater with all these coilover cars. So it's been interesting learning that, but starting to get the hang of it, starting to figure it out. With Deuce, you don't have to do anything like that. You do everything on the scales, or at least I did. Now we do almost everything with that damn spring rater in there, with the coilover cars being Jasmine and Coco. Oh, good.
Hello.
How we doing?
Going better.
Like, how's better? Better, like really better, or like halfway better?
Halfway better. How's that?
Well, that's okay.
I'll take anything I can get at this point.
I hear you. What are we doing? Fixing the motor?
Yep, going to change the oil pan on it, so took the clutch and flywheel off. Get ready to go on the engine stand.
And then it's going in Jasmine.
Going in Jasmine.
Only one we got left that'll roll.
That's right.
Except for Gilbert. Till Daniel rips the whole right side off, jacking it up. How we doing, Daniel?
Oh, not too bad.
Man, you got a haircut.
Yeah, lowered my ears myself.
Yeah, nice. You gave it to yourself?
Yeah, lowered my ears myself.
You cut your own hair?
I did this time. It was the first time doing
Oh,
that.
I know it looks like a great clips job. I think we got lucky. It did not get the right front frame rail. It bent all that in, but it didn't get to the frame rail. So all the tin work that was bent up inside, I believe, came from this exhaust hole where the exhaust grabbed it when all this got bent in. So thankfully the center section wasn't hurt, but it did bend all the interior sheet metal, which we got straightened. And as you can see, it literally rolled this right front shock mount, like peeled it back, almost ripped it completely off. And it tweaked this perch just a little bit, but not much, not enough to bend the clip or anything like that. But it did hurt this. So as far as we know, the clip's not bent, at least not that bad, but it did tweak the perch a little. So I don't know. We got to figure out what we're going to do on that, and then obviously fix all of this shit where it rolled this bar in. This was the lower control arm, and as you can see, it folded that like a ladder. It bent all the ball joints, obviously, killed the right front spindle and the upper A-frame, but luckily all the right front suspension, I think, took most of the blow, and then the rear clip was bent pretty bad, but that man right there has been straightening it out with a porta power, and it looks like it's relatively straight at this point. It bent up the fuel cell and all that stuff when we got hit in the ass. Killed a truck arm, right front hubs killed. Yeah, could have been a lot worse. It's fixable here. At least fixable for Huffman racing standards. This thing is almost ready for Tri-County this weekend. So we'll be there Friday and Saturday, actually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but we race 125 laps Saturday night in the High Rock Vodka number 37. Be able to watch that on flow, and hopefully I had an average finish of 2 there in the Cars Tour last year. So looking to get our season turned around with a solid finish. Here's my wheels off Deuce. it killed every freaking one of them. So we have 4 wheels that I guess I'm gonna put on my, they're already rusted just from sitting out here and getting rained on. I guess I'm gonna put these on my merch trailer for like $30 a piece or something and sign them all. And yeah, so if anybody wants a signed race used wheel, these actually won a couple races last year. All 4 of these will be on my merch trailer moving forward for like $30 or $40 a piece. I don't know. And we got a bunch of body parts in there that are going to be on there as well from, you know, the body exploding and everything. We also got our rear end back out of Jasmine today from Buzzy Performance. We felt like we were having some type of issue with it at Ace, and we sent it off, and it was about $2,500 later we got it back. So it's basically a brand new rear end. Apparently there was some issues with it, so hopefully that was part of our problem from Orange County to Ace. I don't know. We also got in that bang up with Logan when our hub broke, and I'm not so sure it didn't bend something when it climbed up the tire, but either way, we got it back. It's fresh rear end, and it's going in Jasmine as we speak. Here's the greenhouse that flew off, and surprisingly, we can reuse it. Back window was killed because it slid on it, but we'll reuse that. Here was the front of the greenhouse. Window's pretty scuffed up, so I'll probably have to put another one in it. But I believe we can use it, reuse it. This right rear quarter panel's okay. That bumper cover, maybe. We just pushed it out. It looks like Mark heated it up and it came out. This right front fender's pretty screwed up, but I fixed worse. Same with this left front. Hood survived, and then right side door survived. The left side door's under there, but she's pretty mangled up, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Also, this quarter panel will be available on the merchandise hauler because it is destroyed. Or I might give that to Western Mountain Ink. Don't know yet.
Brownies, they do a body good.
From what? Those are like, what, 4 weeks ago?
No, they're from Wilkesboro last week. They're a week old.
Oh, well, they're probably all right then.
Yeah, they ain't killed me yet. We'll see.
They've been here in the hot, though. Is that what the doctor told you to eat for kidney stones?
He told me I couldn't eat a damn thing, so I'm eating everything.
Well, also, you had me bring you a Monster today.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't you say that that was possibly the root cause of your kidney stone?
Yeah, it's possible.
It's also a diuretic, so it should make you pee.
It's doing that.
Welding that sunbuck up, buddy.
That porta power right there does not look like it's the safest thing.
Bode. Get back there from that view and get a view.
That is...
Got a lot of pressure.
Oh, it's about to slide off.
That's all right. Just hold it where it needs to be.
I don't guess you could find the bigger one, huh?
Nope.
The moment you guys have been waiting for. Here's the signed diecast with all of the crew's signatures on it. And then I've signed the windshield, of course, of our 2023 High Rock Vodka Lionel Racing late model stock car diecast, 124 scale. And the winner of this is, I'm going to put it on the screen right now, Mr. Jeremy. So if this is you, oh God, woo, almost dropped it. So if this is you, Mr. Jeremy, and then again, this handle right here, I need you to message me on Instagram, please. And then I'm going to give you a saying or give you a string of words like, I don't know what it may be. Dog farm, I don't know, anthill. And then you're going to comment on my latest video, which would be this video. You're going to comment and say exactly what I tell you to say. That way I know that it's you. And then I will be able to exchange an address with you to send you this car signed by all the crew members and then myself, of course. So thank you guys so much for entering the giveaway. I'm going to try to do more stuff like this, maybe for some merchandise, but excited to get this into Jeremy's hands. And if Jeremy doesn't claim it, we're going to give it to the next random draw. All right, the last thing I have to do on Coco is set the bar load. We're going to use this fancy new tool we got here, which I've never used until this year. We just now own one, but it is a Weir's bar load tool, which is pretty badass, but I always just set them neutral on the scales. So now I'm learning how to use this thing. You check them at Dynamic Travel, then your bump rod slots for the coilover car. So I'm about to take this in here and get her dialed in. All right, Coco is ready to nut and bolt and go in the trailer. Many of you have been asking about the modified. She's still back here. She's just back in the corner. So we got our whole shop. Then we got the modified back here. It has its own corner. We're waiting on our motor back from Yates. There was some bearings that went out that had like a faulty issue, and a lot of motors a lot of the spec modified engines ended up having an issue with those bearings. So we do have our new motor, but we're waiting to get it back. And that's kind of why we haven't been racing this thing, and that's what the holdup. So the Shamrock Motorsports number 98 will race this year, just whenever we get the engine back. So the rear end's back in Jazzy Girl. And the plan, if we don't go to Langley with this car next week for the Cars Tour, we're going to take Jasmine to Anderson to run the Marty Ward Memorial 7,500 to win limited late model race on Friday night. And then Keenan Tully will drive Gilbert on Saturday night at Tri-County next week. Ideally, the way that we've fixed this car, I guess it's not the ideal way to fix it, but given the situation we're in and the budget we have, it's easier to do this, and I would trust my dad with anything when it comes to this type of stuff. So just thankful that it wasn't any worse. And you know, the suspension damage, that sucks because that's expensive, especially spindles and things like that. You know, that all adds up. Truck arm was killed, stuff like that. The rear end's a little bent, but I don't know what we're going to do with that yet, considering I just spent a lot of money on this other one that's in Jasmine, but could have been a lot worse. I'll show you my dad's finished product. So we got the jack stop pushed back out, and then he's welded all this back up and straightened everything back out that was bent. So tomorrow I will clean it really good, and we'll throw a little coat of paint on there, flat black, to match the powder coat, which this powder coat's in bad shape anyways. But yeah, so we got that fixed, got this fixed, and now I'm gonna have to work on the interior sheet metal a little bit because obviously it's still all dinged up. Need to drill this out and work on that tomorrow, but Deuce is going to be all right. That's the main thing. All right, that's going to do it for today's video. Remember, Tri-County Speedway this Saturday night, Cars Tour, racing Coco, High Rock Vodka, JM Racing number 37. I'm excited. Last 2 times I went to Tri-County for a Cars Tour race, we won 30K and we finished 3rd. So had a really good run, passed a lot of cars that second time. Just didn't have enough to win the race. So hopefully going back, we can have us a good run, best run hopefully this year in the Cars Tour, and really just get this thing turned around. But thank you guys so much for all the support, for watching these videos. If you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel. We're on our way to 30K. Make sure you smash that like button and drop a comment down below. Let me know which of these cars is your favorite that's sitting in our shop. So thank you guys so much for all the support, and I will catch you in the next video. I'm out.